Welcome to the Law Professor's Mission to Israel. I'm Professor Seth Sojourned, a law professor at the University of New Hampshire, Franklin Pierce School of Law. And today I'm leaving my 3-month-old daughter and wonderful wife in our beautiful New Hampshire suburb to head to Israel, where there is an ongoing conflict with Gaza and pressures with Hezbollah in the north. So a question people are asking me is why? Seth, why are you going to Israel right now? And why is this mission important? And the simple answer is there isn't just a war brewing between Hamas and Israel or Hezbollah and Israel. There's a greater war that is unfolding between liberal Western values and authoritarianism, between the notion that the rule of law protects everyone by creating a system where my rights end where yours begin, and there's a process through which law unfolds and happens. And that's being contrasted with a notion of justice that involves taking other people's property and lives. It's no secret that Hamas wins elections by throwing its opponents off of buildings. And the fact that we're in a society now that supports this in America is heart-rending to me. I've been a lawyer since 2011, so it's been a while, over a decade, and I became a lawyer to defend and support the rule of law. I believe that the rule of law protects everyone, maybe not all the time, and we certainly need to improve it, and that's what I do as a legal scholar. But without the rule of law, we simply live in a system where power dominates all, as opposed to some notion of individual rights and liberties and freedoms. I think that's what we're up against. And I'm going to Israel to see what Hamas did and to come back to talk to you and everyone who wants to have this conversation about what it means to destroy a democracy through violence and force and terrorism, and to replace even what you consider to be a problematic state. I'm not here because of Israel. I happen to love Israel as a Jew and as a human being, having been there. But a lot of people are protesting against Israel, and they're protesting against the whole means and manner of how decisions are rendered in society. And they want a system where decisions are made through force, and that's the kind of system that will lead to an incredible amount of bloodshed. If that persists, we're going to be in a World War III situation. So that's why it's important for me to go, even though, quite frankly, it's lovely here, and it would be great to sit on my porch and drink iced tea and play with my daughter. But I was called to go on a mission to see what Hamas did, and I'm going to come back and share that with all of you, because then you can decide for yourselves what it is that you support. The claim we are all Hamas or something like that is it frightens me, because I think you'll see that means an abdication of the rule of law, a willingness to butcher innocent children in their beds, to burn them to death in their own ovens in order to achieve whatever you consider to be victory and justice. I don't believe there can be justice. I don't believe you can achieve justice through those kind of means. Those are just not acceptable means to that end, whatever that end is. So the world needs to figure out where its moral compass points. Are we going to remain a liberal country, a liberal with a lowercase l, meaning a country that believes in fundamental human rights, that believes in a limited government that protects us all and prevents one from harming the other, so that we can live in relative peace and freedom with choice? Or are we choosing to have a much more controlling, authoritarian, regulatory state whose job is to domineer many, many, many aspects of life? And are we going to achieve that government through voting and through democratic process, or simply through violence and through illegal means?